Well, how's everybody doing today? It's been a great day. I've been out doing some rambling as normal, and got to talk to a friend of mine, Brian Lawrence, that has a logging crew, and recently he had told me, said, hey, come on up and shoot some video on my logging crew. So I got with him today, and we did. We had a great time. I hope I got some good footage for you here that you'll enjoy. If you would, watch this video and maybe leave us some comments. And if you'd be so kind, mash that subscribe button and help us out. It would be greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy it and have a good day. Hey, how you doing, Brian?
Right,
today I want you to talk to me about your logging operation. I want you to tell me how you got started, how long you've been doing it, how much equipment you're running, what kind of equipment you're running. Just the details about your logging business.
All right, so I started, I got into it in 2003. A friend kind of offered it to me, come to work for his uncle, came to work with him. And his uncle told me he wanted to take young guys who were interested in working in the woods to work for him and learn the business, learn the operations. And he wanted to put them in business eventually one day. And so I went to work with him in between 03 and 04 sometime, and I came, I worked with them for about, I think it was till 2011, and I came and talked to Mr. Chapman about it, and he said, yes, about time for you to go in it for yourself. And he started me out on a clean chip operation. All I owned was a skidder and a cutter, and he run that chip operation for about a year, and they kind of played out around this area because the hog fuel, they wasn't using the hog fuel as much anymore. So that kind of did away with the clean chips at the mills. And then he financed me, he gave me a loader and financed it for me. And I started running around wood in about 2012. And that's what we've been doing ever since. I started out with a 525 C model cat skidder, and I started out with a 720, I think it was a D model Tiger Cat cutter, and with a 2480 Prentice loader. And I moved up to cat loaders. I had 559C, I had a 559D now. We have two skidders. We have 525C cat spare skidder. We have a 620E Tiger Cat skidder, and we have a 720E cutter now. Run 5 trucks for the most part. We try to move 16 to 20 loads a day, 80 to 100 loads a week is our goal, and it's worked out pretty well so far for us.
Okay. How many men you got working?
I have 3 full-time guys in the woods. I'm always a fill-in man if somebody has to be off. All 3 of them can run everything out here, so that's a plus. I can run everything out here. We don't have a trim up man. Truck drivers trim up themselves, and they just come and go quick as they can all day long.
Okay. You got anything you want to give anybody any advice that might be wanting to start a logging business as a young man or anything of that nature?
Yes, sir. We desperately need help as you young guys come up. If they're willing to work and interested in this type of work, they can always call me, and I'll try my best to get them started. I have trained a couple of guys, and some of them stayed in it, some of them didn't. But that's our biggest challenge now, is finding quality labor out in the woods. A lot of these guys that do it are getting pretty well up in age, and they slowing down a bit. They still do the job. They still do a great job, a lot of experience, but they ain't gonna be around forever, unfortunately. And it's a great job. I want these younger guys to know the job is getting up early. It's hard work, hot, cold, long hours. You get dirty, but it's a good job. If you're not planning on going to college, and college ain't for everybody, college is for a lot of people, but if you're not planning on going to college and you're interested in working close to home, be home every night with your family, this is the thing to do. This is one of the many things you can do here locally that pay good, and I don't think people realize how much money it pays, but it surprised me when I got in it how much money I can make, because it is a production job. You get paid for what you produce. In a small town like where we're from, you can make anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 a year working in the woods for what you produce, and I've always liked the thought of that myself. And I think it's a great way to make a living, especially if you like outdoors and equipment.
All right. Well, Brian, I thank you so much for taking your time to let me see what you do, for telling me about it. I thank you for calling me and say, hey, come give me a shot. I like to do that. So we appreciate you, buddy, and it's good to be with you today.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. I appreciate you coming today.